At Mid-America, Van Hook Hardware, Poindexter Lumber Company, Angelo's Pizza, Hardee's of Cynthiana, First Methodist Church, State Farm Insurance Agent Joe Cochran, Snappy Tomato Pizza, El Pari Technical College, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent Chad Eversole, and Judy Construction. And now for all the play-by-play action, here's your host, Jim Swinford.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Harrison County High School basketball. I'm Jim Swinford, coming to you from Monticello Heights Gymnasium. Yes, we're home, where tonight the Fillies will be taking on the Lady Vikings of Villa Madonna from up north. Harrison County returning home after an 8-game, 3-week road trip, but they did okay, going 4-4 in those 8 games, including wins in their last 2 games at the Four Banks Classic down at Garrett County. Harrison County defeated Estill County and Trimble County to wrap up the tournament 2 days ago. Harrison County now overall 6-7 and crossing their fingers and hoping for the best that we can win this game tonight and go into the game against Nicholas County tomorrow night over in Carlisle with an even up record on the year. Harrison County has been away from the 500 mark for a while. In fact, it's been since we beat Beechwood that made us 3-3 at that time. So trying to get back to 500 again. The Fillies right now are also in the midst of a 5-game and 6-day stretch. Earlier in Owensville down at Bath County, Harrison County went 2-1, and that streak will end tomorrow as we head over to Nicholas County. Big win for our JV Fillies, playing for the first time in quite some time because of the holiday tournament schedule, but they did okay. In fact, they did better than okay, winning over the JV Villa Madonna team 45-11. Right now, both varsity teams are out on the floor going through their pregame warm-ups. We invite you to stay tuned as we'll come back and take a closer look at both the Fillies and the Lady Vikings. You're listening to the Cynthiana Hardee's pregame show on WCYN Sports.
Congratulations, you're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne.
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine, too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
It's away from the tip-off of tonight's game between Villa Madonna and Harrison County. Well, Villa Madonna's had an interesting year. They're 5-5 on the season, but it's the way they got to 5-5 that's made it interesting. Throughout the entire season, Villa Madonna has won a game, lost a game, won a game, lost a game, won a game, lost a game. Are you figuring out a pattern? Won a game, lost a game, won a game, and lost a game. They've gone back and forth between win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, 5 times each. The problem with the Harrison County is that they are on track tonight, Villa Madonna, for a win because of the win-loss, win-loss, win-loss format they've created for themselves here in the early season. Hopefully, they can stop it tonight. They're coached by Tony Fields, who's in his second year at the helm of the Lady Vikings. This is a very young team. They have just 1 senior and 4 juniors on the squad. Their best player is a junior, a guard, Addison 9, averaging 18 points per game. Freshman Charlotte Pinkowitz also is averaging in double figures at 10.2 points a contest. It's a very good rebounding team, this Villa Madonna squad. They have 4 players averaging over 6.5 rebounds per game, and as a team, They're averaging 37 boards per game. Now, that's going to make for an interesting matchup because our girls, especially Lauren Hicks, we rebound very well also. So we'll see how the battle of the boards go as it may, as that may be what determines who win this ball game. It's a good thing, though, that Villa Madonna is a good rebounding team because they just don't shoot the ball very well. They're averaging 32% on their field goal percentage, 26% on their three-point attempts, and from the free throw line, they're only making 54% of their charity tosses, which, when you put it all together, it's not surprising that they're averaging 49 points per game. But on the other side, they're a good defensive team, as they're giving up only 49 points a game. The one loss thing kind of extends over to their points per game average, in that they have overall scored exactly one more point than they've given up this entire season. It's an interesting team. Meanwhile, the Fillies played well earlier this week down at the Bath County tournament. After losing to Garrett County in the first game in overtime, Harrison County defeated Estill County and Trimble County. 2 free throws by senior Lauren Hicks with 3.8 seconds to play broke the tie in that game against Trimble County and gave the Fillies a 49-47 win. We've got several girls that are playing very well right now. Senior Lauren Hicks is averaging 12 rebounds per game over her last 4 games. Junior Alyssa Williams had a career best 11 points and 7 rebounds in the win over Trimble County and is really starting to show confidence that she can be the post player that we all know that she can be. Meanwhile, senior Keely Custer just keeps rocking right along, averaging 20 points per game over her last 4 games. Most of the rest of the players on this team have improved as well, as this is a team that's starting to round into shape. If we could ever find some consistent scoring, we could beat just about anybody, because there's no question that our defense has been extraordinary through the first month or so of the season. So once we learn to shoot and once we learn to score, bring everybody on, starting with tonight's opponent, Villa Madonna. Well, while we have a moment, let's send it back to the station to the pastor, Ted Beam, from the First Methodist Church, with tonight's pregame prayer.
Let's pray, please. Our Father in heaven, we thank you for your incredible love and grace to us. We thank you for these teams that have gathered wanting to play and have fun in the great competition. So we're asking you to move in a wonderful way. You help each of the teams to do well, to do even better than they all hope for. We ask you to help them learn even better tonight about the sportsmanship, about fair play, about those lessons that they can take throughout their lives. We ask you to protect them all from any injuries. We ask you to be with the parents and the fans, that it will be a wonderful time tonight. Lift both schools to you, both teams, the coaches, the officials. Will you hold them all, please, in the palm of your hand. In Jesus' name, amen. I'm Ted Beam, pastor of First Methodist Church in Cynthiana at the corner of Pike Street and Church Street. And we hope you come worship with us this coming Sunday at 11 a.m.
All righty, back here at the Hilltop, let's take a look now at the starters for tonight's game. First for Villa Madonna, as we said, 5-5 on the year, coming down from Villa Hills up in northern Kentucky. At a guard is a junior, number 2, Edison 9, the leading scorer on the team at 18 points per. The other guard getting a start tonight, Emma Tupman. Tupman wears the number 10. She's a junior and is averaging 1.3. One of the forwards is Malia Burkhart. Burkhart wears the number 4. She's a sophomore, averaging 4.7. At the other forward position, Charlotte Pinkowitz. Pinkowitz is a freshman. She wears the number 23 and is averaging a solid 10.2 point contest. And in the middle, Delilah Gorman. Delilah Gorman wears the number 3. She's a senior, averaging 8.6 points a contest. So once again, for the Lady Vikings, there'll be 9, Tupman, Burkhart, Pinkowitz, and Gorman. Overall, as we said on the year, Villa Madonna averaging 48.8 points per game on offense. On defense, giving up 48.7 points per game. Now for the Harrison County Fillies. 6-7 on the year. At a guard, a 5'6" senior, number 21, Keely Custard. Custard, Harrison County's leading scorer at 17 points per game. Excuse me. At another guard is Kaylee Banks. Banks, a 5'5" sophomore who wears the number 25 and is averaging 6.5 points a game. At one of the forwards, Naomi Farrar-Laws. Farrar-Laws wears the number 20. She's a 5'8" sophomore, averaging 4.3. The other forward, Lauren Hicks. Hicks averaging 1.5 points per game, but is also averaging 12 rebounds per game over her last 4 and 8.5 over the full season. She's a 5'6" senior and is wearing the number 30. And in the middle, a 6'2" junior, number 4, Alyssa Williams. Williams averaging 4.3 as well. So once again for the Fillies, it'll be Custard, Banks, Farrar-Laws, Hicks, and Williams. Harrison County's numbers offensively and defensively as a team very similar. Harrison County averaging 44.2 points per game on offense. On defense, giving up just 46.5 points a game. So there are your starters for tonight's game. We'll take a break right now, come back and talk about the history between these two squads, as well as take a look at what the other winter sports are doing right after this. You're listening to the Cynthiana Hardy's pregame show on WCYN Sports.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
This is the second time that Harrison County and Villa Madonna have played each other. The other time you have to dial the calendar all the way back to December the 20th of 1992. Yeah, it's been a while. Some 34 years since these two teams have met on the girls' basketball floor. That other meeting was played at Thomas More College in the Villa Madonna Invitational Tournament, a game that was won by the Fillies 55-48. Now, as far as the schedules are concerned for our winter sports, it all tips off tomorrow night over in Carlisle, where a big district doubleheader will take place. The first game at 6 o'clock will have the Thoroughbreds taking on the Blue Jackets. And then around 7:30, the Fillies will take on the Lady Jackets. So come on over to Carlisle. Usually a pretty big crowd, and I expect nothing less for this time around either. Then next Thursday, the Fillies will play Garrett County in the Class 2A semifinals. That'll be over at Mercer County. If you'll remember, this past Monday, the Fillies lost to the Lady Lions in overtime down at their tournament. Meanwhile, the Thoroughbreds, along with their doubleheader matchup against Nicholas County tomorrow night at 6 on Tuesday night, they'll host the Class 2A semifinals at 6 o'clock against the winner of a game between Franklin County and Henry County. That game is going to be played on Monday at Franklin County. As far as the other winter sports, our archery team today and tomorrow, our archery team are hosting an event over at the middle school. So go and see our nationally recognized archers. Meanwhile, the bowling team, very busy. They'll take on tomorrow Covenant Catholic at Newport at the Waltz Center Lanes. On Sunday, they'll head the other direction and play against Tate's Creek at the Southland Lanes. And then on Tuesday, they'll be at Western Hills at the Frankfort Capital Bowl for a bowling event. Right now, the colors are being presented by the Harrison County Air Force Junior ROTC. So what we'll do is take a listen to the national anthem, which will be live on tape, and then take a break and then come back for the tip-off of tonight's game between Harrison County and Villa Madonna. But right now, let's listen to our Star Spangled Banner.
Feed your
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Hilltop, Coach Bill Watson being recognized for picking up his 400th career win while we were out of town. So this is our first chance to publicly recognize him, but congratulations to Coach Watson. Just means that he's been in the business for a little while when you get to those lofty numbers. But it's like Johnny Cash said, that song he sings, I've been everywhere, man. Well, I think that Coach Watson's been everywhere too, but very deserving. Glad to have him. Super coach, super coach. All right now the starting five for Villa Madonna being introduced. This is actually a pretty decent crowd for Friday night, just after New Year's, when people may be still celebrating a little bit. But glad to have you. Hopefully, like I said, you'll join us in person tomorrow over at Nicholas County for the boy-girl doubleheader. But if you cannot, we'll have all the action for you right here on WCYN. I also want to remind everyone that in the morning we'll have our Let's Talk Sports program, where we'll talk a lot about the the college football bowl picture and how it's developed. Saw one good game out of four yesterday in the semifinals, or in the quarterfinals, I should say. But that last one, Ole Miss's victory over Georgia, was Very good game. If you didn't get to watch it and you're a football fan, find a tape somewhere, YouTube, or I'm sure they show it somewhere. But that was a fantastic game, especially the second half, with Ole Miss coming from behind to win over Kirby Smart, who that doesn't happen to a whole lot. So, yeah, your semifinals are set in the college football playoffs. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Then after that, we'll have our roundtable discussion. Talk to Coach Watson and then Coach Case about their particular teams and how they felt that they fared in their tournaments. But first things first, Villa Madonna on deck. Jumping center for Villa will be Delilah Gorman across the midcourt stripe. Naomi Farrar-Laws as we're about to get this game underway. The 5-5 Villa Madonna Lady Vikings against the 6-7 Fillies. The ball is up and the tap controlled by Villa Madonna. Into the front court with the basketball comes Gorman. She'll get it into the corner. Pitches it back outside once again. Now in the paint is Pinkowitz. Gets it into the corner. There's a three by Tutman. That's an air ball. And the rebound knocked out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touched by Villa Madonna. Excuse me. For over 70 years, Weber Sausage has delivered the best Kentucky flavor to your breakfast table. From the first sizzle to the last bite, it's a taste you can trust. Find them in your favorite meat department. In the front court on the wing is Williams. She'll get it up top to Hicks. Hicks lobs the ball to the left side to Custer. Down on the block to Williams. Her hook shot is good. Give the assist to Custard. The points to Alyssa. And Harrison County out in front here early, 2-0. Into the front court with the basketball come the Lady Vikings. Up top is Tutman. Tutman, lob pass to the far side to Burkhart. Malia Burkhart gives it on the baseline. Shot put up no good, this time by Pinkowitz. And Custard will grab the rebound. Into the front court. Errant pass thrown that Banks couldn't keep up with. So give the ball back to Villa. Harrison County's first turnover of the game. Into the front court with the basketball, Pinkowitz. Pinkowitz gets it on the right side in front of the nearly empty stable to 9. 9 up top to Pinkowitz. Pinkowitz drives into the paint, double teamed, and is going to be tied up. Possession arrow faces the way of Harrison County. Harrison County's been doing a nice job of late forcing turnovers by the other team. Inbounds pass will come to Banks. She'll get it back to Custard, who will walk the ball up the floor. 2-0 Harrison County leads. We played a minute and a half. Cross time line comes Custard to the left side, long range to Williams. Williams to the top of the key to Hicks. Hicks spins around, tries a pass to Custard. It's almost too far away from her, but Custard chases it down. Custard in the paint puts up a runner. It's no good, but she's fouled and will go to the line for 2. Foul's going to be called on Tutman. That'll be Emma Tutman's first personal foul. Custard, an 84% free throw shooter on the year. Looking for her first point. It's on the way and bounces good. Took a little trip around the rim, but eventually came down. 3-0 now your score. 6:17 on the clock here in the first quarter. Harrison County up. Second free throw by Custard is also good. Fillies now up 4-0. Into the front court with the basketball comes Pinkowitz. Pinkowitz, a bounce pass to the corner. She'll find 9. 9 drives, cut off by Farrar-Laws. Now an errant pass is stolen away by Hicks. Up the floor come the Fillies in a hurry. Banks on the right side. In the corner finds Custard. Custard dumps the ball down low to Williams. Her shot is no good. Rebound's going to be pulled in by Gorman. In the front court with the basketball, Pinkowitz. Pinkowitz from the right side of the paint skips the pass over to the near side to Tutman. Tutman to the elbow to Burkhart. Burkhart gets it back up top. Here's a 3 fired up by 9. That's no good. And once again, Custard will grab the rebound. Custard at the left elbow dumps the ball down to the block to Williams, who misses the layup. Rebound pulled down by Burkhart. And we're going to have a quick timeout called by Villa Madonna. It's going to be just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. We're still in the first quarter. 5:23 left to go. and a very low scoring affair as Harrison County leads 4-0. Cynthia and the Hardys want you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's at Hardy's in Cynthiana. This will be a good prep game for Harrison County's contest tomorrow night over in Carlisle at Nicholas County. Nicholas County has a very good team this year. They played a very tough schedule, really tough schedule, but going into tomorrow's game, they're 8-4 after, or in the midst of a 3-game winning streak because they won all 3 games they played down at Pineville at the Chain Rock Classic. So out of the timeout, Villa with the basketball. Inbounds pass comes to Pinkowitz. Pinkowitz across the timeline, the middle of the floor, met as she crossed the timeline by Custer. Custer tracking her in front of the Harrison County bench. She'll get it back to the top of the key to 9. She'll fire a 3, very short, and Banks will get the rebound for the Fillies. Into the front court quickly. Banks right side to Custard for a 3, short. Rebound pulled in by Tutman this time. Into the front court comes Villa. Pinkowitz at the right elbow, nearly lost the ball, but is able to track it down. She'll get it to the near side, long range to Tutman. Tutman looking for help, lobs the ball to the top of the key to Gorman. Gorman over to the right side to Burkhart. Nearly threw the ball away. Now their ball is loose, picked up by Farrar Laws. Farrar Laws down on the block to Banks. Off balance shot is no good. And the rebound pulled in by Burkhart. Up the floor quickly, and we want to have a blocking foul. Hicks was trying to get the charge, but instead they're going to say she must have moved her feet, and that will send 9 to the line. Addison 9 on the season is a 59% free throw shooter. Looking to get the goose egg off the scoreboard on her team's side of the ledger with 4:28 left to go in the first quarter. First free throw is no good, however. Second free toss-up coming for the junior. Second free throw is good to narrow the gap to 4-1. With the basketball up the floor come the Fillies. In the front court, Banks to the top of the key to Williams, who had the ball just pop out of her hands and into the hands of Pinkowitz. In the front court, we're going to have a foul on Williams as she and Gorman got their legs all tangled up. That'll be Williams' first personal foul. From her own baseline, 9 to trigger the inbounds pass, gets it on the wing to Tutman. Tutman over in the far corner will find Burkhart. Now Burkhart's pass is knocked out of bounds. Villa will maintain possession. The live YouTube broadcast of this game is proudly brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau and Farm Credit Mid-America. Visit youtube.com/WCYN Sports. With the basketball, Gorman goes to the basket but misses the layup, and Custard goes and gets the rebound. Into the front court, Custard at the foul line, gets on the left corner for a 3 by Banks, off the front of the rim, no good, and Custard goes and gets the rebound. She already has 4. Here's a 3 from the top of the key by Banks, hits off the flange, no good, and this time Custard gets the rebound again. Fires up a 15-footer that's no good, but kicks, puts her back up and in. Her first points of the night, her first rebound as well, puts Harrison County up 6-1. 3:32 left to go in the first quarter. With the basketball at the right elbow is Burkhart. She'll give it. Shot put up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Williams. Phillies up 5-0. In the corner, Banks for a 3. No good off the back of the rim. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Villa Madonna. So Harrison County will maintain possession. In the game for the first time for Harrison, Marley Toll. Toll, a 5'9" senior, averaging 1.2 points per game. From her own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Farrar Laws. Farrar Laws gets it in the corner. Here's a 15-footer put up by Banks, and it's good. Oh, like say she was beyond the arc. Banks with a first Joe Cochran at State Farm 3-pointer. Puts Harrison County up 9-1. 2:57 left to go in the first quarter. In the corner, a three put up by Burkhardt is no good. Rebound on the floor is going to be picked up by Custard. Custard in the front court. Gets it to the left side to Banks, long range. She's wide open for a three. Good! Back-to-back Joe Cochran at State Farm trays by Kaylee Banks. Puts Harrison County up 12-1. 2:30 left to go now. A three is missed by the Villa Madonna Lady Vikings, and Farrar Laws got the rebound. In the front court with the basketball, Custard long range as we approach 2 minutes to go. Harrison County in control, 12-1. Shifting over to the left side is Banks, gets it up top to Toll. Now back to Hicks long range. Hicks underneath the basket finds Custard, who lays it in. First bucket for Custard on the night puts Harrison County up 14-1 with 1:49 left in the first quarter. In the front court, Burkhardt gets to the top of the key to Pinkowitz. Pinkowitz now crosses over her dribble, gets into the paint, puts up a 12-footer that bounces off the rim and good. So Harrison County up now 14-3. 1:28 left to go. Here's a runner by Custard. It's no good. She gets her own rebound and puts it back up and in. 6.7 rebounds for Keeley here in the first quarter of play. Makes it 16-3. Now a long three is no good. Banks gets the rebound for Harrison County. And now a pass intended for Farrar Laws goes out of bounds. Several subs coming in for Harrison County. Annika Daly. Daly, a 5'4", 7th grader, averaging 6.3 points per game. Also checking into the ball game, Risa Heimlich. Risa, a 5'8" senior, averaging 1.5 points. And everybody else is the same. With the ball across the timeline comes Pinkowitz. Pinkowitz on the left side, long range, lobs the ball in between the circles. Now a three fired up and good this time by 9. 4 points now for 9. And Harrison County's lead down to 16-4. Just 37 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Banks lobs the ball down low to Toll, and Toll is going to be fouled from behind by Gorman. That'll be Delilah Gorman's first personal foul. From her own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Heimlich. Risa Heimlich looking, gets it underneath the basket to Toll. Toll, an up and under move, misses the shot, however, and the rebound is pulled in by Pinkowitz. Into the front court, here's a three fired up, no good. Long rebound chased down by Hicks. They'll head the other direction. In the corner, Risa Heimlich for a three, short. Rebound comes to Gorman. Up the floor, the other way we go. Into the front court, Pinkowitz. Pinkowitz stops and pops from the right side of the lane from 12, no good. And that is the way that the first quarter will end with your score. Harrison County 16, Villa Madonna 6. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Congratulations, you're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah, Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
All right, back here at the Hilltop, Harrison County up 16-6 over Villa Madonna. The second quarter is about to begin. Glad you have a big group to feed. The Beast Pizza is great for our birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235-SNAP. Bill and Madonna will have the ball to begin the second quarter. Toll, Risa Heimlich, Hicks, Daly, and Banks on the floor right now. Inbounds pass will come to Bree Brown, an 8th grader who stepped into the game. Brown is averaging 2.1. Now she throws the ball away. Banks with the steal. Up the floor with the basketball comes Hicks. She'll have the ball back tapped away from her as well. So we'll head the other direction. Here's a lob inside, knocked away by Toll. Bill and Madonna will maintain possession. From her own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Brown. Early moments of the second quarter, Harrison County up by 10. Here's a lob to the elbow to 9. 9 ball fake goes down to the block, puts up a shot too high off the glass. Rebound pulled in by Hicks. Hicks with 3 boards here in the first half. Into the front court in the corner is Heimlich. Up top to Daly for 3. Bounces off the front of the rim, no good. With the rebound coming into Gorman's red basket. Up the floor and into the front court comes 9. 9 goes down to the block, passes it to the near side of the basket to Amia Lanehart. And Amia Lanehart makes her first bucket. So Harrison County's lead down to 8 now at 16-8. With the basketball, Hicks in between the circles to Heimlich. Risa over on the right side, long range to Daly. Up top once again, she'll find Risa Heimlich. Now here's a pass inside intended for Toll. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Fillies. They're just not playing really sharp right now. For our Laws, and Custard return to the floor. Also coming in for the first time, May Heimlich. May Heimlich, a 5'9" sophomore, averaging 1.4 points per game. With the basketball across the timeline comes Brown. Gets it on the baseline to Gorman. The ball's back tapped out of her hand and out of bounds. Now a substitute as Pinkowitz will check back into the ball game. She'll replace Lanehart. From her own baseline, 9 gets the ball inbounds this time to Gorman. Gorman back to 9, back to Gorman. Her shot from point-blank range is no good. And for our Laws, will get the rebound. Into the front court, Daly gets the ball to Custard on the baseline. And now Custard's going to be pushed. Foul's going to be assessed to Pinkowitz. That'll be Charlotte Pinkowitz's first personal foul. From our own baseline for our Laws to trigger the inbounds pass. For our Laws, gets it on the wing to Custard, fakes the 3, takes her dribble to the top of the key to Daly for a 3-point try. Got it! First, Joe Cochran at State Farm 3 for Annika Daly on the day. As Harrison County up by 11, 19-8. In the front court with the basketball is Pinkowitz. Gets it between the circles to 9. 9 drives to the foul line. Her runner from there is rattles out. No good. And it's May Heimlich who brings down the rebound this time. In the front court, shot put up by Daly is no good, but a foul. It's going to be assessed to Gorman. That'll be Delilah Gorman's second personal. And sends Daly to the line for the first time tonight. On the year, just a 39% free throw shooter. First one at the 5:48 mark is going to roll off. Coming in for the first time for Harrison County, Camille Hetfield. Camille Hetfield, a 5'10" senior, looking for her first points of the night. Pinkowitz returns to the floor for Villa. Also coming back in is Lanehart. Daly's second free throw try is going to also be no good. And coming down with the rebound was Lanehart. Pinkowitz in between the circles. Her team trailing 19-8 with 5.5 left to go in the first half. Gets the ball on the baseline to Burkhart, who misses the shot, but then the shot is retrieved by Lanehart, who puts it in. Lanehart makes the score 19-10. A shot put up and good by Custard. 8 points now for Keeley on the night, with Harrison County back in front 21-10. Now we're going to have a ball back tapped out behind, so Harrison will maintain possession as Banks comes back in the game for Harrison County. From the near sideline, just to the right of the Harrison County bench, inbounding the ball will be Pinkowitz. Harrison County leading 21-10. Now a 5-second call assessed to Pinkowitz. 5 turnovers in the first half for Villa Madonna. Harrison County's committed 5 as well. Custard, who already has 8 points and 7 rebounds, will bring the ball across the timeline. Gets to the top of the key to May Heimlich. May in the paint to Hatfield. Her half hook shot is no good, and Pinkowitz gets the rebound. Quickly in the front court come the Lady Vikings. Left side long range 9. 9 at the top of the key. Goes to the right side. Now reverses back in between the circles. Now picks up her dribble and gets it into the hands of Pinkowitz. Pinkowitz in the paint. A floater is good. 4 points now for Charlotte Pinkowitz. Harrison County's lead down to a single digit, 21-12. Into the front court with the basketball comes Custard. Her runner is way off the mark, no good. And Lanehart with the rebound. In the front court with the basketball, Villa Madonna. Down by 9, but trying to make a comeback here. Pinkowitz at the elbow. Puts up a shot, short. Rebound pulled down by May Heimlich. Harrison County into the front court. That's Banks. Banks drives, cut off, gets it on the baseline. Shot put up from 12, air ball. Rebound pulled in by Pinkowitz. In the front court quickly comes Villa Madonna. In between the circles, Pinkowitz has it now. Pinkowitz looking for help as she picks up her dribble. Oh, wide open underneath the basket is Lanehart, and Lanehart lays it in. So Lanehart with 6 points now makes the score 21-14. As the Lady Vikings making a nice comeback after falling behind early in this game, 14-1. Custard with the ball, almost traveled, gets the ball to Hatfield. Her shot's no good. And on the rebound, a steal by Hatfield. And the shot is put up and in by Farrar Laws. Good job that time by Hatfield on the offensive glass. 23-14 your score. As we hit the 3-minute mark. With the basketball is Burkhart. And now Burkhart's going to be fouled by Farrar Laws. That'll be Naomi's first personal. Well, you have a big group to feed. The Beast Pizza is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. As 235-SNAP. Hicks and Williams come back into the game for the Fillies, who now lead back to 9 again. Across the way from us at the hash mark, Pinkowitz gets the ball inbounds to 9 in the corner. She'll fire a 3, air ball. On the offside, it's going to go out of bounds. Last touched by Villa Madonna. Well, they've been here for Farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now, Farm Credit Mid-America. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 and learn more. Banks across the timeline, goes to the left side, long range, picks up her dribble, finds Custard near the corner. Custard moves to the wing. They back off on her. She misses the shot, though. And on the rebound, we got a foul on the Fillies. Be on Lauren Hicks. That'll be Lauren's first. 2:34 left in the half. Harrison County leads by 9, but now a quick 30-second timeout called by Villa Madonna. As said, 2 minutes and 34 seconds left until halftime. Harrison County leading 23-14, and it's not a comfortable 23-14 either. Like a good neighbor, Joe Cochran with State Farm Insurance is there. Are you looking for a new quote? Give Joe a call at 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Breds and the Fillies. Speaking of the Thoroughbreds, there'll be the first half of that boy-girl doubleheader over in Nicholas County tomorrow. So we make our first foray into district play. Very important games. Nicholas, for both the boys and the girls, having fantastic seasons. So it'll be a good test for both our guys and our gals tomorrow over at Nicholas County. Come one, come all. Bring a friend, bring a neighbor. Let's pack the Harrison County side of the stands over there at Nicholas County High School tomorrow night. Also also want to remind everyone that at El Paracutan, daily lunch specials and the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan to visit soon to the Harrison Square and enjoy a meal at El Paracutan. Villa Madonna breaks ranks. They're ready to get back at it. They have the ball down by 9. Inbounds pass comes to Pinkowitz. Pinkowitz with 4 points already in the game. Came in averaging 10. Gets it to the right elbow. Now goes into the paint. Lobs it to the far side to Burkhart for a 3. No good. Rebound pulled in by Farrar Laws. Into the front court come the Fillies. Now wide open underneath is Banks, and she puts it in. 8 points now for Kaylee Banks. Puts Harrison County back out on top by 11 at 25-14. A little over 2 minutes left to go in the first half. In the front court with the basketball is Pinkowitz as 9 got smacked in the mouth. Here's a shot from the right side, a 3 that's no good. Hicks will come up with the rebound. She has 4. In the front court, Custard at the baseline, cut off, looking for help, finds Banks on the wing. Banks spins down, gets the ball to Custard on the baseline. Her floater from about 10 is way off the mark, and the rebound pulled in by Burkhart. In the front court, a 3 fired up, no good. Rebound is also no good. And that was Reinhart. And Custard got the rebound. 27-14 your score. Harrison County back up by a baker's dozen. And at the top of the key, Pinkowitz. She'll back up and restart the offense. Gets it up top once again to 9. Now to the left side, long range to Tutman, who's back in the game. Tutman, with less than a minute to go, gets to the top of the key to Pinkowitz. I'm sure that Villa would like to get this deficit down to single digits. Right now they trail by 13, and here's an errant pass, and the loose ball picked up by Custard. Custard, coast to coast. The runner is off the flange, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up, no good. Ensuing rebound's going to be knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say it was last touched by Villa. Coming in for Villa Madonna, Kerrigan Stapleton. Kerrigan Stapleton, a freshman averaging .6. For Harrison County, Nia Marks comes in the game. Marks, a junior, averaging .9 points a game. With 25 seconds left, Banks will inbounds the ball from her own baseline. Banks looking, lobs on the wing to Custard, in the corner to Banks. Banks now drives to the basket. Oh, and as she does, she bounces the ball on the end line for a turnover. 6 first half turnovers for the Fillies. 6 turnovers in the first half for Villa as well. 18 seconds left, down by 13. Villa Madonna has the basketball. Pinkowitz on the right side. Backs up, being guarded closely by Farrar Laws. Now goes baseline. Williams cuts her off. Now Williams has her trapped in the far corner. Clock down to 1, and it's going to bounce out of bounds as the buzzer sounds. So at the end of one half of play, your score from here on the hilltop: Harrison County 27, Villa Madonna 14. Good first half for our girls. A little sloppy at times, but overall okay. We invite you to stay tuned now for our halftime show, brought to you by Joe Cochran out at State Farm. Go over all the scoring and stats from this first half on the hilltop on our return trip after a 3-week sojourn to other places. But once again, your halftime score: Harrison County 27, Villa Madonna 14. You're listening to Philly basketball on WCYN Sports.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Your local Southern States team can help you find the best nutrition.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Advisor Mark Troxel. Together we can give.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
14-1, but since that time, I should look first. With about 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter, the two teams have played even up, and right now Harrison County leads by that same 13-point margin at 27-14. Taking a look at the scoring, first for Villa Madonna, they were paced by Amaya Leinhart, who has come off the bench to score 6 points. 4 points each for both Edison 9 and Charlotte Pinkowitz rounds out the scoring. Also getting into the game but not scoring, Delilah Gorman, Malia Burkhart, Emma Tutman, Kerrigan Stapleton, and Bree Brown. For the Fillies, Kaylee Banks with 10 first half points leads the way. Keely Custard having another nice game with 8. 3 for Annika Daly on a tray in the second quarter, and 2 points as well for Alyssa Williams, Naomi Farrar-Laws, and Lauren Hicks. Also getting into the game but not scoring were Risa Heimlich, Camille Hatfield, and May Heimlich. That's the way the individual numbers stack up. We'll take a break, come back, and take a look at the team stats following this timeout. Once again, though, your halftime score, Harrison County 27, Villa Madonna 14. You're listening to the State Farm Joe Cochran halftime show on WCYN Sports.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Farm is special.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Ability is affected by changes in our ability to maintain sport chairs.
First half, Harrison County shot pretty well, 11 of 31 for 35.5%. They attempted 9 trays and made 3. Meanwhile, for Villa Madonna, they were 6 of 27. That's only 22.2%. They attempted 10 shots from beyond the perimeter, and they just won. Not many free throws in the first half. Harrison County 2 for 4 for 50%. Villa Madonna 1 for 2 for 50%. Turnovers, dead even. Each had 6 in the first half. But Harrison County ends up winning the rebounding battle, 22-15. 2 offensive and 13 defensive rebounds for the Lady Vikings. They were led by a couple of players with 4 rebounds apiece, Charlotte Pinkowitz and Amaya Lanehart. Meanwhile, for the Fillies, out of their 22, 4 were offensive and 18 defensive rebounds altogether. Harrison County led in rebounding in the first half by Keely Custard, who has 9 already here after just 1 half of play. So that's the way the team stats look. Harrison County leading 27-14. You've been listening to the Joe Cochran at State Farm halftime show. We'll be back with the third quarter handoff right after this. You're listening to Philly basketball on WCYN Sports.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
27-14. They've led all the way since opening up the game on a 14-1 run, but give Villa Madonna credit, they didn't back down and have kept the margin the same throughout the last 10 minutes of game action after Harrison County had gotten it up to that first time at 13 at 14-1. Villa Madonna will have the ball to begin the third quarter of play as well. Inbounding the ball will be Tupman. Harrison County will be matched up man-to-man. Tupman looking, gets it inbounds to 9. 9 then dribbles in between the circles. 9 with 4 points, came in averaging 18. Gets the ball on the baseline. The shot is blocked by Williams. Into the front court, going to the basket, laying it in is Custer. Custer with 10 points now to go along with her 9 rebounds. With 7:36 left to go. Harrison County back up by 15. Here's a long shot that is way off the mark, but it goes through the hands of Banks out of bounds. So the Lady Vikings will maintain possession. Down 29-14. From her own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Gorman. She'll get it in now to 9. 9 looking for help, gets to Pinkowitz at the top of the key. Pinkowitz in the corner. Here's a long 3 that's an air ball, and the loose ball will go out of bounds. Last touched by Harrison County, they're going to say. Probably a good call. From the corner, inbounding the ball will be Pinkowitz. Pinkowitz looking to get the ball in bounds, and now her attempt will be kicked by Custard. So the Lady Vikings will maintain possession. 9 will try to get the ball in bounds. Now it's back on the baseline for the inbounds pass. Near the corner, actually. Very near the corner. 9 looking, gets it inbounds, and it's going to be knocked out of the hands of the intended receiver, Delilah Gorman, by Lauren Hicks. So the Lady Vikings will maintain possession. From the far hash mark, Pinkowitz inbounds the pass in between the circles to 9. 9 tries a pass back to Pinkowitz, but Pinkowitz instead was going for rebounding position, and the ball went sailing past her. Let's give the ball back to the Fillies. Let's go ahead and put these girls away. Custard with the basketball across the timeline on the near side of the circle, now in front of her own bench, moves to the top of the key, to the elbow. Now kicks it to Banks, right side 3, and we're going to have a foul called on Burkhart. That'll send Banks to the line for 3 free throws. On the year, Banks, a 46% free throw shooter. Has 10 points. 3 free throws coming for her. First free throw by the sophomore is on the way and good. That's the way to get that average up. Makes the score 30-14. Second free throw is no good, but she will have another as she was fouled beyond the arc. 6:58 on the clock here in the third quarter. Third free throw for Banks, excuse me, is on the way and good. So she makes 2 out of 3, extending her team's lead to 31-14. Up the floor with the basketball comes Pinkowitz. Pinkowitz lobs the ball on the wing to 9. 9 goes back between the circles, has the ball back tapped away, but she gets that loose ball. She'll now throw it in between the circles to Pinkowitz, back on the right side. Pinkowitz has picked up her dribble, backdoor cut to 9, and 9 misses the shot. Into the front court with the basketball comes Hicks. She'll get it to Banks, down low. Here's a shot put up, no good by Farrar Laws, but Farrar Laws is going to be fouled. It's going to be on Pinkowitz. That'll be Pinkowitz's second. So Farrar Laws at the line for the first time today. On the year, she is a 61% free throw shooter. First free throws off the front of the rim, no good. Harrison County led 27-14 at the half. They've scored 4 points here in the third quarter. Now the second free throw is going to be good also. So Naomi increases her team's lead to 32-14. 6:22 on the clock. Into the front court with the basketball comes Pinkowitz. Pinkowitz from the foul line. Jump shot off to the right, no good. And Hicks will grab the rebound. In the front court, Banks to the basket. Oh, misses the layup. Rebound, though, picked up by Farrar Laws. Here's a 3, no good by Harrison County. And the ensuing rebound is picked up by Burkhart. Into the front court come Lady Vikings. Pass down on the block to Gorman. Her shot put up short. Long rebound comes all the way out to 9. Her shot is no good. Ensuing rebound is picked up by Villa. Now going to the basket is going to be Gorman. She makes the shot. And Coach Watson not real happy with his team's lack of effort there on those consecutive offensive boards. Don't want to let the Lady Vikings get too close. In any case, here in the third quarter, during this timeout, there's 5:38 on the clock, and Harrison County's lead, which has been as much as 18, is down to 16 at 32-16. So we'll see if that little conversation helped out any at all. For over 70 years, Weber's Sausage has delivered the best Kentucky flavor to your breakfast table. From the first sizzle to the last bite, it's a taste you can trust. Find them in your favorite meat department. Fillies with the basketball. Banks will inbounds it to Custard. Custard jogs the ball into the front court, inside the center circle. Now pass to the right side to Hicks. Hicks in the paint to Williams. Williams up and under move, is in there. Nice little Kevin McHale action that time by Alyssa. Puts Harrison County up 34-16. 5:23 left to go in the third quarter. With the basketball, Pinkowitz in the paint. Puts up a 12-footer good. Pinkowitz just turned around, found she was wide open, and made the shot. That gets her team back to within 16 at 34-18. As we go under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. In the front court, left side Banks. Up top to Custer, to the right side to Farrar Laws. Back to Custer, to the left side to Banks. Here's a skip pass down low and a back door. Give the assist to Banks. It points to Farrar Laws. And Harrison County has reached an 18-point lead at 36-18 as they have doubled up the ladies from up north. With the basketball in the front court now. At the top of the key, Pinkowitz gets it to the right side, long range to Tupman. Now Tupman lost control. Loose ball picked up by the Fillies. Custard with it across the timeline. So we approach the midway point of the third quarter. Harrison County in control. Custard on the near side of the midcourt circle. Now between the circles. Gets to the left side to Williams, long range. Williams up top to Hicks. Hicks in the corner finds Custard. Custard moves to the elbow. Back up top to Hicks. Backdoor cut by Farrar Laws. Give the assist to Hicks. The points to Farrar Laws. And Harrison County is back to a 20-point lead at 38-18. Into the front court with the basketball come the Lady Vikings, and a bad pass results in a turnover. Give the ball back to the Fillies. Daly back in for Harrison County. Also, Risa Heimlich returns. Meanwhile, coming back in for Villa Madonna will be Bree Brown, who saw some action in the first half. 38-18, Harrison County's biggest lead. With 3:39 left to go in the third, inbounds pass will come to Daly. Seventh grader walking the ball up the floor. Now gets into the front court on the left side of the midcourt circle to the wing. She'll find Banks up top now. Risa over on the far side is Farrar Laws. Gets it down low to Williams, who lays it up and in. Williams with a half a dozen points. Makes it 40-18. Harrison County taking control. Into the front court with the basketball on the right side is 9. Nearly dropped it. Picks it back up. Gets it into the hands of Brown. Brown in the paint. Down on the baseline. Now in the corner. Finds 9 for a three-point try. No, in and out. Rebound knocked around and is going to be picked up and put back in by Delilah Gorman. So she'll have a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Delilah makes it 40-20 with 2:53 left. And Gorman on the year is a 55% free throw shooter. Actually, she didn't make the shot, but she was fouled, so That'll be her 3rd point. 40-19. Second free throw upcoming for Gorman. It's on the way and no good this time. Rebound pulled in by Williams. Into the front court come the Fillies. Passing between the circles to Daly, to the left side to Farrar Laws. From the corner, a 3 by Risa Heimlich is no good. And the rebound pulled down this time by Brown. In the front court, 9 with the basketball at the top of the key. Backdoor cut to Brown. Her layup is missed. And Farrar Laws gets the rebound. Banks with the basketball now in the front court, right side, top of the key. Farrar Laws for 3. Got it! Naomi Farrar Laws with the Joe Cochran at State Farm 3-pointer. And Harrison County balloons its lead to 43-19. I guess whatever coach told them during that little 30-second talk here in this quarter has helped. So we come out more aggressive. Now maybe too aggressive as Williams is called for a foul on attempted steal. Toll back in for Harrison County. Also Burkhart returns for Villa Madonna, along with Charlotte Pinkowitz. 2:01 left to go. Harrison County up 43-19. From her own baseline, Pinkowitz gets the ball down low to Gorman. Gorman's shot's no good, but she's fouled and will return to the line where she just did make 1 out of 2. Foul's going to be on Farrar Laws. That'll be her 2nd. Sending Gorman to the line as we said. First free throw by the senior. The lone senior on the roster is going to corkscrew in. May Heimlich returns to the floor. 43-20 now your score, with another potential point coming with exactly 2 minutes left to go. Second free throw is also good by Gorman. Makes the score 43-21. As we cross the 2-minute mark, into the front court with the basketball comes Daly. Top of the key, nearly traveled, gets the ball to Banks. Banks backs up near the hash mark at the stable. Now gets it back between the circles to Daly, to the left side to Risa Heimlich, to May Heimlich, down low to Toll. Toll in the pink, kicks it up top to Banks. Banks goes to the right elbow, jump shot off the flange, no good. And Bree Brown comes up with a rebound for Villa. In the front court with the basketball on the right side is Pinkowitz. Pinkowitz will put up a 2-pointer. It's off the rim, no good. And Toll gets her first rebound of the day. Into the front court, Daly on the right side, long range. She'll lob the ball to the near side to May Heimlich. May back on the wing to Banks for a 3. No good this time. Rebound picked up by Bree Brown. Called that name a lot here in the third quarter. She got 3 rebounds. Into the front court with the basketball, Pinkowitz. Her hook shot is off the mark, and it's going to be Risa Heimlich who gets the rebound. Gets it to Banks. Banks back to Risa, and the ball taken away from her. With 2-on-2 numbers, Pinkowitz to the basket, misses the shot. Rebounding the ball was Gorman, and Gorman is going to be fouled again. Foul is on Marley Toll, her first. So back Delilah Gorman to the line where she is 3 for 4. 42 seconds left to go in the quarter. The first free throw's no good. Gorman with 5 points and 5 rebounds. Second free throw is also going to be good. Makes the score 43-22. 40 seconds left. Into the front court with the basketball. Daly drives into traffic, and we're going to have a jump ball called. Possession arrow faces Harrison County's way with 31 seconds left to go in the quarter. From her own bench, the hash mark in front of it. Inbounding the ball will be Risa Heimlich, but first coming back in the game will be 9. So Risa looking at this ball inbounds, gets it in the corner to Banks. Banks lobs the ball to Toll. Toll up and under, shot no good, but she's fouled. And will go to the line. Foul's going to be called. Oh, foul's on 9. That'll be her first. Toll at the line for the first time tonight. On the year, a 38% free throw shooter. As a team, Harrison County 60% from the line. Toll's first free throw is good. Kind of took a little trip around the rim before finally falling in, but increases her team's lead to 44-22. With 28 seconds on the clock, second free throw is no good, but Banks will go in and get the rebound. Up top, it's Banks with the ball now. Goes down to the block. Now backs it back out again. Lobs it down low to Toll. Puts it up off the glass and good. For Marley, 3 points now. 46-22 your score. Now a steal by Banks. Banks from the left elbow gets the ball to May Heimlich. Her shot no good. So at the end of 3-year score, Harrison County 46, Villa Madonna 22. You're listening to Philly basketball on WCYN Sports.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Back here at the Hilltop, one more quarter to go, but Harrison County in firm control of this game, leading 46-22 in that third quarter. They outscored the visiting Lady Vikings 19-8. Cynthia Hardee's wants you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's at Hardee's in Cynthiana. Villa Madonna will have the ball to begin the fourth quarter. So they'll try a massive comeback. Pinkowitz at the top of the key, moves to the left side, ball back tapped away from behind. Pinkowitz gets the loose ball. Now here's a shot underneath. It's no good. Ball back tapped around, and Risa Heimlich came up with it, but then she has the ball taken away. Shot put up no good by Villa. Now an ensuing shot is going to be picked up by 9 and taken away. Up the floor come the Fillies. Daly to May Heimlich, who's back in the game. Back to Daly between the circles. Daly inside the center circle to the right side to Zoe McNeese, who's in the game. Zoe McNeese, a 5'4", 7th grader, averaging 4 points a game. Shot put up no good by Harrison County, and 9 gets the rebound. In the front court, a steal by Daly. Timed that one perfectly. Daly to May Heimlich to the baskets. Corkscrews out, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway, as they're going to say that May traveled before anything happened. Pinkowitz will bring the ball up the floor and into the front court inside the center circle. Drifts to the right side, gets to 9 in front of her own bench. 9 goes between a triple team, and as she puts up a shot, she's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be called on May Heimlich. That'll be her first. We'll also send 9 to the line, where she's 1 for 2. Came in averaging 18. She has but 4 points tonight. Good defense by our girls. First free throw by the junior is good. Back in the game, Naya Marks returns for Harrison County. Makes the score 46-23. It's the 6:52 mark. Her second free throw is also good. 46-24. Against full court man pressure, the inbounds pass comes to Marks. She gets it back to Daly. Daly in the front court bounces the ball off her foot and out of bounds for a turnover. The live YouTube broadcast of this game is proudly brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau and Farm Credit Mid-America. Visit youtube.com/WCYN Sports. Here's a 3x9 that's no good. May Heimlich gets the rebound. Into the front court come the Fillies, and an errant pass ensues. If you have a big group to feed, the Beast Pizza is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235-SNAP. In the front court, 9 lobs the ball down low. Shot put up and good, and a foul. And once again, another chance by Delilah Gorman for an old-fashioned three-point play. 30-second timeout called by Harrison County before Gorman tries to put more points on the board. 46-26 the score with 6:27 on the clock. Just a 30-second timeout. That's why we're keeping it here in the fourth quarter. Don't want to get sloppy, because sloppiness can extend into the next game, and we certainly don't want to be sloppy against Nicholas County. So everybody breaks out of their huddles. Well, they've been here for Farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now, Farm Credit Mid-America. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 and learn more. Delilah Gorman from the line, 4 for 6. Her free throws up and good. Give her 9 points on the night. 46-27 your score. Harrison County still in the lead. They led by 13 at the half. Now McNeese has it. Pass to the far side to Daly, long range. Daly brings the ball back inside the center circle to reset the offense. Now goes past her defender. A floater from 10 is good. Daly with 5 points on that runner. Puts Harrison County back up 48-27. Here's a pass down low to Gorman. Misses the shot. Rebound being knocked around. Finally, Gorman comes up with it. Puts up a shot. No good again. Now a three-point try is no good. And coming up with the ball this time for Harrison County was May Heimlich. But now Harrison County throws the ball away. Neither team playing all that great tonight. Into the front court with the basketball on the corner is Gorman, and Gorman travels. I think she was so wide open she didn't know what to do and took an extra step. Like a good neighbor, Joe Cochran with State Farm Insurance is there. Are you looking for a new quote? Give Joe a call at 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Breds and the Fillies. Foul on Marks, trying for a steal. Nope. Actually called it on Madonna. Heimlich gets the ball inbounds to Daly. Daly defended by Tutman. And now Tutman is going to run into Daly, who's down for a second. Collision was pretty hard. But Daly's going to be back up. Stretches out. Says she's okay, and she ain't going anywhere. She's like one of those mountain people that you got to practically kill them to make them stop bothering you. With the basketball, Daly across the timeline. Almost turned it over, and now they're going to say she actually did turn it over. Harrison County starting to collect a bunch of turnovers. We've had 6 here in the fourth quarter. We've only played 3 minutes. Now Banks will check back in, and Daly will have a seat. Full timeout. We'll take it as well. 5:19 left to go. Your score, Harrison County 48, Villa Madonna 27. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Every Monday and Tuesday at 9 a.m.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine, too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance.
Serving your hometown, so don't forget to come down and see the boys.
As we get back to action, Tutman throws the ball in the paint to Gorman. Gorman to the left side. Here's a three. No good by Pinkowitz. And the rebound's going to be pulled in by Banks. Into the front court with the basketball come the Fillies. Banks with it in between the circles. Now a pass to the right side to McNeese. McNeese up top to May Heimlich. Gets it in the paint to Millie Hatfield, who's entered the game. Her shot from point-blank range is no good. And Pinkowitz will get the rebound. There's a shot put up by Bill Madonna. It was blocked by Hatfield. Bill will maintain possession, trailing 48-27, 4.5 left to go. 9 from her own baseline. Gets the ball into the far corner to Gorman. Gorman in the paint to Pinkowitz. Her turnaround jumper is no good, and McNeese gets the rebound for Harrison County. Into the front court, a three try is no good. Rebound pulled in by 9. And quickly the other way we go. There's a shot put up and good. This time by Gorman. Gorman with 11 points, came in averaging 9. And now, what? Timeout call? Oh, timeout to get people in. Gotcha. So Harrison County up 48-29 with 4:11 left to go. Mark all this down so I'll remember it, and maybe I'll actually interpret it correctly. It's been all Harrison County all the way. They built a 14-1 advantage right at the get-go and still led by 13 at the half, and have just extended that on since that time. All right, May Heimlich will inbounds the ball to McNeese. McNeese across the timeline, gets to the left side long range to Bradford, who's in the game, and Bradford throws it away. Kaylee Bradford, a 5'4" freshman, averaging a half a point a game. And now Bill Madonna turns it over, so one turnover begets another. Bradford in the front court gets it on the baseline to May Heimlich. May puts up a 10-footer, a little too strong, no good. And the rebound is pulled in by Burkhart. Up the floor come the Lady Vikings in the front court. On the corner is 9. She'll fire a 3. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound picked up and put back up by Gorman. And now the ensuing rebound picked up by 9. And another shot put up. No good, but Gorman gets another rebound. Gorman's going to war out there tonight. Delilah Gorman. At a tie-up, possession arrow faces Harrison County's way. McNeese, the team up by 19, will bring the ball to the front court with 3:18 left. Marks on the right side. To the top of the key to May Heimlich. May lobs the ball to no one in particular, unless Camille Hatfield is 7 feet tall. So give the ball back to the Lady Vikings. Here's a baseball pass in the corner to Gorman for a 3, a little short, no good. And the rebound picked up by McNeese. Into the front court, McNeese is going to be fouled as she runs into Gorman. And they're actually going to call a foul on Tutman. It'll be Tutman's second personal foul. And now a timeout called by Harrison County. We'll take it as well. 2:58 left to go. Your score. Harrison County 48, Villa Madonna 29. You're listening to Philly basketball on WCYN Sports.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
As we get back to action, Harrison County up 48-29 out of the timeout. May Heimlich will try to inbounds the ball from her own baseline. Tries to pass, but it's going to bounce on the end line. More subs coming in for Villa. We've got Amaya Lanehart, who saw some action in the first half. Bree Brown's back. Also Kerrigan Stapleton. She had some action in the first half as well. Like a good neighbor, Joe Cochran with State Farm Insurance is there. Are you looking for a new quote? Give Joe a call at 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Breds and Fillies. Across the timeline, Brown lobs it to the far hash mark to 9. 9 being chased around by Zoe, and now Zoe makes her let loose of the basketball, but the loose ball picked up by 9 at the top of the key. She'll fire with 3, and it rattles in. Addison 9 with the wrong range tray makes it 48-32. 2.5 left. In the front court with the basketball, May Heimlich in the corner. Bradford for 3, hits the side of the backboard, no good. And the rebound pulled in by Stapleton. In the front court, Villa Madonna's Bree Brown hands it off this time to Lanehart. Lanehart looking for help. Now has the ball back tapped away from behind and stolen by Zoe. And Zoe McNeese lays it up and in. Good steal and bucket by Zoe McNeese. Makes it 50-32 with under 2 to go. With the basketball, left side 9. 9 lobs the ball to the foul line to Stapleton. Stapleton goes baseline, cut off by May Heimlich. Now she goes in the paint, dishes up a runner that's no good, and Marks will grab the rebound for the Fillies. Up the floor comes McNeese. McNeese looks over to coach to see what he wants to run this time down the floor. McNeese to the left side to Bradford, long range in front of her own bench. Bradford up top to Marks. Marks down low to Hatfield. Ball's dropped. Last touched by the Lady Vikings, though. Coming in will be Burkhart for Villa. For over 70 years, Weber Sausage has delivered the best Kentucky flavor to your breakfast table. From the first sizzle to the last bite, it's a taste you can trust. Find them in your favorite meat department. Inbounds pass will come to Hatfield. From the right elbow, jump shot, good! Camille Hatfield with her first bucket of the year. Good to see. Makes it 52-32. 1:11 left. Here's a wraparound pass that goes out of bounds. So Harrison gets the ball back. Coming in, another sub for the Lady Vikings. At El Paracutan Daily Lunch Specials and the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan to visit soon to the Harrison Square and enjoy a meal at El Paracutan. Across the timeline comes Zoe McNeese. McNeese over on the wing, goes baseline, cut off, gets it back on the far side to Marks. Marks now takes her dribble to the paint, puts one up from the block, no good, but May Heimlich will get the rebound. Hatfield with another basket there. Harrison County up 54-32. Just 26 seconds left to go. From our own baseline to trigger the pass will be Pinkowitz, who's back in the game. Pinkowitz looking and still looking and gets it inbounds to Burkhart. Burkhart delivers the ball down low. And we're going to have a foul called on Harrison County as Amaya Lanehart will be going to the line. Lanehart 5 for 10 from the charity stripe this season. Has 6 points coming in the second quarter. First free throw is off the flange, no good. The El Paracutan Daily Lunch Specials and the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan a visit soon to the Harrison Square and enjoy a meal at El Paracoot. Second free throw no good. Hatfield with the rebound. Bradford with it now. Races to the bucket. Her layup is good. So Bradford gets her name into the scorebook as well. Makes the score 56-32. Just 7 seconds left. And a three fired up and good this time by Lane Hart. And that's the way that the game will come to an end. Harrison County wins by a final score of 56-34 to improve on the year to 500, 7-7. While Bill Madonna, they'll drop on the year to 5-6. Good win for our girls in anticipation of that big game tomorrow night over in Carlisle. We invite you to join us now for our post-game show. Go over all the scoring and stats from tonight's game, as well as have a chat with Coach Watson. We'll also name our Judy Construction Company player of the game. All that coming up after this timeout. But once again, from here on the hilltop, your final score, Harrison County 56, Villa Madonna 34. You've been listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.